Hello, this is Sophia. Not much new to report other than I'm finally making some progress in cleaning my house, which is something that I've really been wanting to do for a very, very, very long time. That's an interesting question, Bob. You asked about what documentaries we really have plans on doing. That's an interesting one because I never really thought much about doing a documentary before. But now that you mentioned it, I think that if I had to do a documentary, it would probably be about the plight of transgender people. Because I really think that people need to really put a human face on this plight that's going on. People need to understand these are real people who are really suffering, and that maybe if people really see for a change what is really going on in the lives of people who are transgendered, they'll tell those bastards at FU on the family to just go oomph themselves like they should. Maybe. It's not exactly the same idea as Mark's documentary, but it's along the same lines. Mark, maybe we could do our documentary together in a series and just make it a series together. Oh, one more thing is my documentary, one thing it would definitely make a priority is to make it absolutely clear to the viewers that transsexuals don't have a choice to not be transsexuals, that we can't choose to just be happy with the gender we were assigned to at birth, that we don't have that option. People need to understand it clearly. They need to have the scientific facts put forth to them in terms that are clear enough that an 8-year-old can understand. As they say in the movie Philadelphia, explain it to me like an 8-year-old. They need to explain it like the viewer's an 8-year-old, so that it can be put in clear terms that scumbags like Paul McHugh can't distort and twist. Megan. To tell the truth, I really don't get very many come-ons. Not really sure if I can recall getting any at all. Some people tell me I'm lucky that I don't get any come-ons, and in a sense they might have some validity to that, in that it might be a bit of a awkward situation. On the other hand, me not getting any come-ons does sometimes make me feel bad, because it makes me feel like I'm not worth coming on to, if I make any sense at all. Mark asks what websites other than YouTube I'm very active in. For one, does Yahoo Groups count? Because usually when I interface with it, I do interface through the web. But that's really because of something that goes really crazy when I try sending my stuff in by email, so I'm not sure whether that counts. Aside from that, my web activity is really kind of across the web, not really focused on one specific website. I visited a large number of websites, but don't focus too much on any 1, 2, or 3, except for YouTube and Yahoo Groups. As for my question, well, it's kind of a practical one. I'd like to know how you would overcome writer's block, partly because there's nothing more irking than looking at a blank page, wanting to write, and nothing coming out. Also, the fact is that I have many times written a lot of poetry when I was very depressed, but it just wouldn't flow when I'm happy. And I'm just sick and tired of the idea of my ability to produce art or poetry having to depend on being on the brink of suicide. That just doesn't sound like a good way to go. I want to be able to be happy and still creative at the same time. But that's really all I have to say for now. Well, I guess it's time for me to go now. See you next week. Talk to you later. Bye!